This is a King of Heart Productions along with Lee Dale's Animations. The content of this video solely belongs to Peckham Rye Football TV, so please sit back, relax and enjoy. Yeah!
Peckham Rye, ride or die. Peckham Rye, ride or die. Peckham Rye, ride or die. We go hard till the fans get high. Peckham Rye, ride or die. Peckham Rye, ride or die. Peckham Rye, ride or die. We go hard till.
I blew on your back.
What is that padded?
It's for the extra elbows and shoulders. And you know when people got their hard. Yeah. Big man.
Basically, when you died,
It's about to be bait for you right now, Keegan. I don't mind. Sick.
Yo, you met Ricky, innit? Rick, get kitted up, mate. You're into this.
Up top.
Yeah, well, wait for everyone to get changed. We'll keep everyone.
You look like you've got mad abs.
It's responsibility, yeah? It's an extra pressure on your shoulders, but you've got to want it, yeah? It's what makes us as a club. This is what makes Peckham Rye, what we do here on a Sunday morning. Alright? As I say, if you come off and you're laughing, we're not going to win anything this season, because when I lose, it guts me for the week. When we go home and we've lost, it guts us all for the week until next week when we can put it right. So that's what I need from all of you today. Don't come off that pitch saying you've lost the game. On the set pieces, John, you on the free kicks around our box, you take them. I mean, around their box, you take them, yeah? But other than that, I want you in the box. You've got a good aerial ability, I want you in the box. Charlie, on the corners all the time, yeah? Rick or Keenan, I don't mind which one you use. You get in the box. One of you sit on the edge. Alright, anything that comes out, it goes straight back in. Whether you shoot or you cross it, but it goes straight back. Do not get caught there and we get countered, yeah?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm a mess still. I'm still not 100%. Still on antibiotics, but what can you do, innit? It's that still. Get the rest of these lines.
Who's that?
Maddish. Yeah, he's mad still. And he's going to want to be on camera as well.
Yes.
Say no more.
Say no more.
You know what time it is. You know it's
Gut check time.
Alex, I've been promoted. What are you saying?
Hey?
I've been promoted. You've been demoted, apparently.
No, you're filling in for me. This is delegation, mate. You're doing my job.
How are we feeling today, Gaff?
All right, son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think the score's going to be today, lads?
Yeah. 5-0.
5-0?
Yeah.
To the right?
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. I
Something like that.
These balls pumped up.
Okay. Oh, Captain, what we saying?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Cameraman today, yeah?
For a little bit. It's called Mike on the Cam.
Mike on the cam, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting you on that pitch, mate, and us showing you your silky skills and your pace, mate.
Oh, let's talk about you though. You're the man on the camera. What are you bringing today?
Mate, I'm just going to look to play it simple today. Hopefully I get the ball out wide so I can get some crosses in, Duke and John to get on the end of.
Yeah.
So we can build from there. That's what I'm hoping, mate. Nice 3-1 win today.
Nice 3-1 win.
That's
I like
what I'm
that.
hoping.
Right to the end.
Right, die.
Oh, it's just my. Yeah, right, lads. Right or die.
Put it in, come on.
That's what they look like.
Sweeper keeper. Better footwork than Edison.
Alright, let's go along the line. Oh, there's more on this side.
I can only see the job.
Other way. I believe I can fall.
You need to repeat the stretch, don't fall away. Okay, good.
Tough game today. Bexley Hawks away. As you can see, pitches, it's what it is. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst we played on. So we're a few members short of the lineup today. Maybe a few starters that would have probably been here. But you know what? We're right. Everyone wants to come and beat us. We do what we do, and we're here for the 3 points. So we're going to go at it. We are going to go with Yusuf in goal today as Mick's injured. We got the back three of Jim, Blaine, and Dean, and then in front of them we've got Ben, John and Charlie. Out wide we've got Ricky and Keenan, and then up front supplying the goals will be John and Duke today. So on the bench we've got Kane, we've got Shane and Michael. So we've got pace on the bench. We're going to utilise everything today, and we're just here 3 points, you know what I mean, rah die. We just have to do what we do and keep up momentum. Alright, so just plenty of talking, like we said, yeah? Win your battles, win your first and seconds. Listen, let's not try to give them too. Keenan, you go. Oh, Ben, sorry. Ben, go. Wait, let's not try and give them too many. Listen, not try and give them too many set pieces around the box. They've got some big boys in there, ain't they? So let's make sure we're all marked up, yeah? Lads, let's go out there and take the game to them, yeah? Come on, let's go.
Okay, we kick this week's match highlights off with Peckham away to Bexley Hawks. Peckham in the blue kit, Bexley Hawks in the red kit. This is a top of the table clash, and whoever comes out the victors has the chance to go second and would give the advantage to the winning team over the other. Anyway, let's get with the action. So we got a long throw played down the line up to Duke. Duke holds off his man, goes past one, looks to pop a shot, but that's gone wide badly. So next segment, we've got the centre back playing the ball up to their midfield, but almost gives it away with enough pressure from John Woody. They're fortunate to come out with it, but they're looking to keep the ball, which is a good way to play football. This tricky little number 10 plays it back into his midfielder, trying to get up the pitch. Receives it out wide. Plays the ball in, but that's met by Dino. So the centre forwards played the ball up the line to number 10, who holds it off well, plays it into the middle of the park to no one other than Ben, but Ben looks to release Duke. Duke's running down the line, but it's just got a bit too much sauce on it. We're warming up. So the situation is, we've got the ball with Blaine, who pops it to Jim. Jim goes forward with it. Quick flick by Keenan, back to him with Duke, but they're good clearance, it's out for a throw. So Keenan with a Keenan special dashes the ball into the box. John on the turn spin, hits a defender, able to clear it to another defender who thinks Ben's on his side, gives the ball to Ben but is able to recover. So throw in from Ricky, cleared by the defence only as far as John has a shot off the defence, and Ben decides he doesn't want to play with that football no more. So the game's picked up with them coming down the left-hand side, but Peckham looked to break. Now the counter is on John Woody with the ball. Can he slip in someone? Nope, he slips himself. Plays it back to Rick, which allows them to get in behind Ricky. Now they're on their counter-attack. They're looking to apply pressure. They're coming down the left-hand side. They play a ball cross, but nothing happens, trust me.
He's like Pep, innit? You know when Pep's on the camera and he starts going...
So we kick off with two corners in quick succession. They have no relevance to each other, but I like a good corner, and watching it is entertaining for me. Anyway, back to the game. Keenan calmly trots out with the ball, plays it back to Yusuf, who I might in fact like to introduce as Peckham Rise backup goalkeeper, while Mick is away nursing a groin injury. Goalkeepers' lives do matter. Anyway, we've got a long throw down the line. Duke picks it up, looks to go past his man, but a very good tackle goes out for a corner. So we pick the game up with Jim on the ball. Jim's looking to release someone in space, but finds Woody. Woody releases it out to the wing. Ricky's on the ball, plays it back into Woody. Woody now goes past one, looks to put the ball in, but comes off the defender and goes out for a corner. Nothing much happens from that, so we'll move on. Ricky comes flying in with a later than late challenge. But wait, you guys, you got to see this. Comment below. Is Ricky running off the pitch, or is he just getting back? Look, wait for it. Look at that look there. He's off. So the ball makes its way to Jim, who calmly plays it to John, but the touch and the bobble puts the ball in the air, and there's only one thing you can do. Good news is Charlie gets back possession, plays it off to Ricky, who's looked to go down the line, but no one's there, goes straight to the keeper all day. So we pick the game up with Charlie on the ball, lays it to Ricky, Ricky straight up to Duke. Lino calls offside. Not going to call anyone a cheater. You're cheating. Here's the replay. So the number 10 with a good touch looks to drive down the line, but is met by two Peckham Rye players. Gone past one, gone past two. Done very well to get in this position, but that's Jim. Put some respect on it. So the ball falls for John, who's got a second chance of the cherry, plays a lovely ball into Charlie, which literally opens the field. Charlie looks to play in Keenan, but that was dead. Dead. So we got Dean on the ball, looking to go upfield, and that's a boss level ball, looking to play in Duke. Caught the left back napping, Duke goes past his man, and that's a free kick. So next segment, we've got a goal kick that goes straight to Captain Ben once again, who plays the ball into John Woody. Woody plays it into the other John. John plays it out to Keenan. Keenan one-on-one with his man. What can he do from here? Looks to put in a crush, come shot. Ooh! Just goes over the bar. Okay, so we pick the segment up with them just literally flicking the ball on. Yusuf! You know, sometimes I don't even know what to say on that. It's mad. Okay, so the keeper plays it straight down the middle of the park. Good touch from their number 10, who looks to turn, goes past Ben, gets his head up, plays the ball to their front man, who tries to hold it up, but that's Jim. So the ref decides to give a free kick. Not a bad effort. So once again, Jim, £10 that he recovers all day. That's Jim. Plays it back to Dean. Dean calmly plays it to Jim. Then Jim calmly plays it back to their goalkeeper. So Ricky once again on the ball, looks to play it down line, but's released Duke. Duke's left his man, turns him, looks for the cutback. Who's waiting in the box? John! With a big finish to calmly put Peckham Rye 1-0 up, much deserved. Good goal, first goal for John for the club. Let's go. So we're back with the game with a Bexley Hawk kickoff. They play it to their centre mid, sprays it out wide, but only as far as Keenan. Keenan gets his head up, looks to put the ball once again down the line, but it's cut out. Good defending. We've got a substitute. Ricky off, Shane on. Let's see what happens. So we pick the game up with a Hawk attack. Centre mid bobbles up on the volley. Yusuf! That's a lovely save. Shane collects the ball now. Cruyff turns in the box, which is dangerous. Ball lands again at the midfielder's feet, just about getting that away. Ricochets off of Ben. Ben puts that up in the air. Bexley Hawk defender clears it, but it's backwards towards goal. Goes off for a throw. Next segment, we've got another attack. Ball comes whipped in. Up to the centre forward, who holds it up, but he's got Jim again for company. The ball goes to Shane. Shane pops it to Ben. Ben back to Shane, but gets chased back, and it looks like he gets a nudge in the back. I'm going to leave this part out and let you decide. So Shane has been shown a red for whatever you want to call it was.
Yeah, he sent off Shane. That's it. Yeah.
Then he gives a yellow card and a sin bin to John. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the rules, but I don't think you can give a yellow card and a sin bin. Then he follows a second yellow card and a sin bin for the other John. Now, I'm not going to embarrass this referee and actually put up the rules of the game in regards to the sin bin and yellow cards, because that would make you relevant. And this is about Peckham Rye versus Bexley Hawks, not the referee. But one thing I will say, God is watching and so is the league. So after all that kerfuffle, we picked the game up with a Peckham Rye throw-in. Peckham Rye, yes, have actually gone down to 8 men, which is kind of spoilt the game, but we're going to deal with it because we're about that life. So we picked the game up with a Rye throw-in. Blaine throws the ball to Duke. Duke plays it back to him, pops it into Charlie. Cameraman thinks he's been sin-binned, but realises he's back on. Their centre-back launches it up top for their striker to get onto, but he's unable to get that. Peckham Rye are in full control. Okay, so we picked the game up with the centre-back laying it out to their left-back, who plays it down the line to the left wing, puts a ball in. Yusuf comes out, doesn't claim it. But their player swings and Lash goes straight to Blaine. It hasn't even gone off yet, but that's half time.
John will be back in about another 7 minutes of the first half. Really maybe another 9.
No, John, they went off at the same time.
Same time.
Oh, same time, yeah? Okay, so we work until that happens.
Right, get your water on ball.
Stay the way we played. What we're playing? 4-4.
We play 4 at the back. Blaine go to right back. Jim Dean in the middle. Keenan stay at left back. Yeah.
Yeah,
keep the hard 4. Just keep. What?
I can come back on if you need me to.
Right. No, we'll keep the hard 4 for a minute. Right. Listen. Across that middle, we've got Ben, Charlie, and Duke. Yeah. Sit behind the ball and play smart for 7 minutes. Keep the ball long and keep punting it back to him. But stay behind the ball. What you did over there a minute ago. You used the ball, we went wide and we kept winning little throws, little nibbles. Hold the ball. Alright, listen, wait, we've got 10 men now for the second half. We've got 8 men. No, I mean after when they come we're a man down, we're 2 men down on the sin bin. Please, just shut up, yeah? If you get fouled and he doesn't give it, don't say a word. Leave me to shout at the side. If I get sin bin, it doesn't matter. But you've got to work with yourself now, right?
In the rules, it can't be both done.
For over the top. And your proper clearance stuff. Other than hit the corners. That's the only way we're going to do it.
So we start the second half with a Bexley Hawk kickoff. Their centre mid plays it out wide. Let's see what he's going to go from here. Ain't got much options on, but they've got the benefit of the doubt due to the fact that Peckham are still at 8 men. It can be a bit tricky for the opposition when you're playing against 8 men because the intensity of the game changes and that in itself can affect your own performance. Anyway, let's see how they get on. So with a lot of hoofing up and trying to create space as Peckham block in, Bexley Hawk do retain possession of the ball due to the fact they're 2 men up, but can't really seem to make any use off of it. They are struggling at the moment to break down a very resilient Peckham Rye at the moment. So we pick the game back up with their centre half, plays in a simple ball to their winger, who plays it back to their centre half. Again, moving the ball from side to side, but not really quick enough. Keenan intercepts that, and what he should really do is be trying to get the ball right down to the bar line. But guess what? Peckham are back to 10 men. Problem! Guess what, lads? This is dog shit! As this dog owner moves more quicker than most of the back line to retrieve his dog, I think to myself, they had a 2-man advantage and not a shot on target. Anyway, Duke takes the ball from the defender, has a shot! Woo! He's doing that special stuff again. So we've got another substitution by Peckham Rye. Keenan off, Ricky on. Let's see how this goes. So next phase, we've got them attacking, and they have a shot! Got a score. So we've got this player facing up Ricky, puts the ball in the box, but goes out for a corner. So, from the resulting corner, ball gets played back once again to this tricky number 10, who sells Charlie a house with no roof out to our sponsored Eldridge and Son roofing specialist. Bang! So they wind up to take a free kick. Hollywood. And that's match of the day right there. Yusuf does not entertain, my friend. So after breaking hearts, we've got another sub. John off, Michael on. Let's go.
Super sub, Mike. See what he's got. Apart from bedroom.
So next passage of play, we've got a throw in. John brings that down, turns up his man, goes past one, puts the ball in past two, and the oncoming rushing defender clatters into the back of Duke, awarding a penalty. This is Peckham's chance to put clear daylight between the two. Duke's up. 2-0, Peckham Rye, let's go. So Bexley Hawks get us underway with a kick-off. It's played into the middle of the park, but straight back to Peckham. But Ricky then gets us down the line, but it's more or less given back. We'll move on to the next segment. So once again, another substitution. We've got Charlie off, Kane on. Let's see what happens.
Play Char. Man like Char. Bro, I've lasted longer in bed than Shane just did on the pitch.
Well, that could explain why you don't have a girl. Anyway, we start the game off with Blaine throwing down the line, flicked on by John, but only to be put out by their defender. We're here with a free kick, John standing over it. What's going to pop off from here? He puts it in back stick, head on, Michael's in, got a score! Oh, that's unlucky, I give him that. We won't talk about the pass back or the almost assist pass right there. So the game gets picked up with Ricky attempting a clearance, but it goes over his head, so he decides to jump on this guy's back. A free kick is given and he blazes it straight out the wall. Maybe Yusuf still living in his head. Rent-free gets pumped back into the box, but that's Yusuf with the safe hands. Yusuf plays it out down the line as far as Duke. Ball comes back to Kane. Kane gets a ricochet up to Duke. Duke looks to turn and beat his man, but the defender comes out with that. But Duke goes chasing after him. The defender's worried, he's panicking, he clears it. The first attempt he gets. The Riot are looking to put pressure now as they seem to be chasing and hunting down every kind of ball, forcing the mistakes. Corner comes in, John. Not a bad effort, not a bad effort. So we have a free kick. Nope, we don't. We're giving the ball back because I don't know. Let's move on. So we have a resulting corner. Two players go up, but it's cleared. Comes out as far as the number 2. Cheeky back flick. Yeah. So we pick the game up with Jim intercepting. Michael's able to get the flick on ricochet. Bounces kindly to Duke. Duke nutmegs his man, plays it into Kane. Kane! Oh, that's ugly. So it's all fun and games until Yusuf comes out. Thank you. So we've got the game at this stage with the number 10 skipping past Dean. Handballs given, bit hard. I mean, where does he put his hand? But 2-1 Bexley Hawks. Let's go.
Squeaky bum time.
So Peckham to kick off. Ball goes back to John. Ricky collects, plays it to Michael. Michael unable to control it. Their player gets in and just hoofs it. No respect. Anyway, so we've got Jim on the ball now, looking to come forward. Plays a ball out to Kane. Kane steps in, has a shot. Charlie plays a boss level ball up to Duke. Looks to volley on the spin. Nope, did not work out on that occasion. So we've got a corner coming in. Yusuf punches clear, which allows Kane to run on and keep it in. Kane literally gives it back. Don't know what happened there, but ball gets whipped in. Back post, blocked. Now we've got Michael in the attack. Michael takes 2 touches, gone past him, ricochets. Michael's on the ascendancy now. Can it be as devastating as his first touch was? Defender gets back and clears. Well played, Mike. So Ricky throws it up, Duke turns, his man looks to play it in the box, defender gets back and clears. Couple of Cruyff turns going on at the edge of the box. Plays it out to the right wing, who's in bags of space, but then he's got Keenan for company. Plays it down the line, only for the ball to go back to the middle of the park, for them to have room and play, keepy-uppy. Looks like a foul, but been told to play on. Keenan puts it out for a throw. So they have a free kick, and this guy just runs off. Let's look at it again. Where have we seen that today? So we're in the final stretch of the game, last 30 seconds or so. Referee decides to give Peckham Rye a free kick, taking all the time in the world. Is Charlie gonna do another boss ball? I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go. So Charlie once again with another boss ball, but we can't see what happens at the end. Charlie retrieves it back from Duke, but he's just nipped in front of by the number 14. They look to break. They get into the half. This is one of the most promising moves, but the ref blows up.
The best thing for me as your coach is that we went down to 8 men. And you know why? Because it showed us how you understand, as a team, the units, it was nice football, and then what happened? We had a 2 extra man. You see how easy it was? You get me? When them 2 came back on, it was easy. You get me? My second thing, if I was you guys fan, that would have been my best game of the season to watch. My team went down to 8 men, you understand? Then they came back on with 9 men, whatever. We was down 10 men for the whole game. It didn't even look like we were down to 10. And you guys fought hard. I mean, it may be because I'm a defender and that, but I just love my defenders in this team.
Right, you know what, listen, well done. Duke led the line when we had 10, we got up and supported well.
Yep.
We even had chances, didn't we?
Yeah.
Everything from them was free kicks or set pieces. Other than that, from open play, nothing.
Do you know, like in the second half, right? Do you know we scored on our first attack? We done nothing.
2 victors, down to 10 men, 8 at one time. What happened today?
It was a hard game, man. It was a hard game. I mean, we really wanted this game today. It wasn't just because of what happened. We just wanted to just win. You know, we've just been playing loads of cup games of late. Not been able to collect points in the league. So, you know, the weather was good. We knew we was going to get to play today. We had a few dropouts, so we only had 3 men on the bench. But you know what? The team was still strong.
So obviously you have picked up a bit of momentum now, a couple of wins on the trot, top of the league I believe. What are you going to do to tell the boys to continue that into next week and the week after?
Well, to continue, I mean the momentum from today. Again, as we went down to 8 men, you know, the game was 1-0 up at that point. I mean the first half, we finished 1-0, got 2 men sin bin for whatever reasons. Came out in the second half, we held them up for about 10 minutes in the second half. Our boys came back out, we finished the game with 10 men, and for me as a spectator, as a fan of my club, where's the badge? Yeah, a fan of my club, I'll tell you, it was a great game to watch. The boys had heart and soul, it was great, you know. And fair play to Bexley Hawks, yeah, they was a decent team and they gave us a good game.
Now I know obviously it's a collective team performance, but is there any in particular individuals you'd like to highlight from today? Or?
Wow, yeah, I was saying I wanted to pick about 4 people for man of the match. A big contender for man of the match was obviously Duke. He set up the first goal, won the second goal, done loads of running that I've never ever seen him do before. But for me, as it was a whole team thing and everything starts from the centre, it's got to be the captain. He led from example, he done what he needed to do, and the team was great, and they followed him, and he led the way to victory.
Now obviously to avoid complacency, what is it exactly today you're going to take from that you're going to want to work on for the next fixtures?
I just want these guys to watch back this game and just really get into grips with that. They know that they can play hard, they can play composed, and when it really gets dirty and grimy,
you know what, credit to the boys, everyone's done a job today. Went down to 10, went down to 8 at one stage, and you know what? They're a well-organised outfit, but with 8 men, they still couldn't break us down. It just shows you the determination and the spirit we got. We had a few dropouts this morning. It can't be helped. It's Sunday morning, but we're rolling on still. At 7 unbeaten now. Massive 3 points today up as they were second in the league, and fair play to the boys. You know, Dean, Jim, massive at the back. Yusuf coming today. Made some great saves.
I forgot about Yusuf, yeah.
Fullbacks, everyone, even the squad when they came off back on. John Amara playing his first game today. Yeah, won some vital headers and tackles and that. You can see his quality. So you know, fair play to everyone. Duke held the line up there on his own, caused problems all day long. Michael and Kane came on with the pace. Ben led by example. Charlie and John around them. You know what? Ricky came on, played really well. Started, came off. Everyone, just know from start to finish. This is what the Rye do, and we're building here now. You know?
That was ride or die, really.
We are moving, and just, you know what, ride or die. This is how we go. Inacha, can you say ride or die? Say ride or die.
Okay, we're at that segment of the video where I give my opposition's player of the match. I'm going to give it to the centre-back, number 13, as I felt he sprung all their attacks and everything more or less went through him. Not to forget, he hit a good free kick which brought out a good save in Yusuf. So, number 13, you're our opposition's player of the match. We'd like to thank everyone who watched this video and see you again next week. Peace.
The fans get high. First off, let me start with the left wing. White paint on my boots, no devlin. Why? Man, stay out wide, made runs that will leave a whole right back stressing. Then we got Gibbs Road, team manager. On a Sunday, far from amateur, setting up tactics, gonna win matches. No other manager touching his caliber. Wait, let me tell you about Duke. If I shout out through, what do you think he'll do? Trust me, man's not talking about juice. If I giving out ball, he's due to go boom. Peck and Rye don't have no jokers. King of Hearts, only card I'm holding. Gonna win this league with ease, and next year gonna get 1-up promotion. Peck and